All right, so some of the use cases we are running are, so this is from Bentley University. They are trying to create a dashboard. It's called NIS Funding Drug Innovation Analysis. So they are trying to create a dashboard that allow user to search for any drugs and their biological targets. So it also provides year-to-year detailed breakdown of any NIS funded grant from year 1999 to 2020. And this kind of tools can be very useful to understand about the funding patterns, as well as understand about the categories where the drug research is going. So the user can also download those data and then use those data for their own research and collaborate with the researchers. And also this dashboard can be useful not just for the researchers, but also for grant writers and policymakers. So the web interface looks like this. This is basically our Shiny web app, which is hosting all the data on the backend, and user can use this interfaces to search for a drug, and then it generates different kind of graphs and charts about that drugs and the funding agencies. Another project is Particle Flow Code 2D, PFC 2D model using NERC, and it's from Harvard. So the main objective of this project is to improve understanding of ground surface structures during large earthquake. And this kind of research can be useful for earthquake hazard analysis and mitigations, so that they can reduce the loss of human lives and minimize the damage in infrastructure during large earthquakes. So the overall need for this project is they need to run around 800 trials in different operating systems that range from Windows to other Linux. And then each trial is going to take 5 to 9 hours, and each trial generates 5.6 to 11.2 GB of data. So they use this GPU A100 2 kind of flavor. So it provides 2 NVIDIA A100 device to that machine, and they can be optimized so that they can run 2 trials in parallel in that machine. So it will save their time as well as other cost. Another project is functional annotation of variants, online resource, also known as FAVOR. And also they have this annotator that is used for large whole genome sequencing studies. So the overall, they want to generate a database that is like 32 terabyte in size, and those data can be searched using online portals, so that the user can queries in different formats like single variant or region and gene variants. And also they have this annotator that is used as a curator to query many data sets from different sources. So the problem is the size of the data, and they have different variants, annotations in different categories. So the challenge is how can we index these data sets and also provide the efficient query result for any user queries. So next, they are trying to use some LLM generative AI models so that a user can just use this prompt rather than going into complex UI to query those data sets. So before they are using this platform on Google Cloud, now they are migrated to NERC. So another project is enabling geospatial research using NERC. This is from Wendy Wan and Devika from CGU group at Harvard. So this group supports research and teaching across all disciplines at Harvard related to GIS datasets. So they help the researchers to analyze big data on GIS and also help them to process those data and also visualize those data in different interactive GUI platforms. So this is one project they want to run on NERC. This is called Billion Object Platform. So they have 1 billion geotude tags from different, around the globes in different languages. And they want to implement sentiment analysis using natural language processing. And this geographically enriched data set now can be used to have different kind of user interfaces that can be interactive and also helpful for user to download those data. So the outcome of this, it looks like this. So they are using heavy AI-based GPU database server, and it has different visualization charts using the data set underneath, and a user can search for a particular content on the tweets. And as you can see, they can have a different map and also timeline-based search, and also it generates some sentiment score, sentiment distribution, as well as some sentiment score for each tweets. And for example, people can search for a topic on tweets related to climate on Boston during some specific time. So also they can understand the sentiment regarding that topic on Boston. So this kind of data set can be useful for research or for other purposes. So they can use this kind of data set for climate change impact analysis on psychological well-being. And also they can use this for global sentiment analysis during COVID-19. And the same kind of environment and infrastructure can be used to host other applications. So the same heavy AI GPU-backed web server or the database server can be used to host another application. It's called Out of Eden Walk. So here, the researcher is walking the path of human migration across the globe. That is around 21,000 miles. And the researcher is also trying to capture all the metadata on that GPS location in the form of writings, photographs, video, and audio. So each GPS endpoint are gonna show those metadata along on this graph.